Hello, my dear students. In the today's session, I would like to discuss some important biology NEET and KCET multiple choice questions from chapter number 2. So, in the last session, I was already discussed about biological classification. So, even in the today's session also, I would like to discuss biological classification remaining questions. In the last session, up to we are discussed 10 questions, right? In the today's session, I would like to move on remaining questions like remaining questions in biological classification. So I would like to move on questions from 11th to 20. So here you can see that this is the first question. Which of the following is or examples of deuteromycetes? What do you mean by the deuteromycetes? I think all of you know that. So we are very familiar with the fungi. So first we shall know about the fungi. What do you mean by the fungi? What do you mean by the fungi? So that we shall discuss in the with this question. So now I would like to discuss about the fungi. So first we will come to know about the fungi. So deuteromycetes means what? Okay, deuteromycetes is nothing but a, so it is a one of the class of fungi. That fungi, it is a one kind of class, right? So which of the following is are examples of deuteromycetes? Alternaria. They have given four different options. The first one is alternaria, and Collectrotrichum. Next to Trichoderma. These are all the some different examples of fungi. Okay, anyhow, so I would like to give the definition for fungi. So what do you mean by the fungi? The fungi, just I would like to give the definition for fungi, Rama. You can see. So what do you mean by the fungi? Okay. So you can see it is an it is an eukaryotic eukaryotic simple eukaryotic organism that include microorganisms that include microorganisms, right? So this is a definition for fungi. So usually in that fungi, so as we all know, so many different characteristics of fungi. So that is nothing but a fungi is an a cosmopolitan distribution, means it will be present in everywhere. So next it is a one of the heterotrophic organism. So it is a parasitic organism. Some of the organisms are parasitic organisms. So these are the some different characteristics of an fungi. Just you have to remember those characters are nothing but very most important. They may ask in your competitive examination, right? And now we shall discuss about the examples for fungi. What are the different examples of fungi? We should study here. We should see the different examples. In our daily life, sometimes we are going to take breakfast as a bread as a breakfast. So in the morning time, right? So that bread is also one of the best example of bread is one of the example for fungi. As you all know that in our daily life we are going to observe so many different varieties of fungi. If any one of the coconut surface, for example, we are going to take any one of the coconut, okay, coconut means opened coconut. So we are going to keep it as a in a moist condition 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days. There is a formation of light white small hair-like structures will be formed on the surface. Okay, on the surface of the white coconut. Okay, so light white hair-like structures will be formed. That is nothing but a one kind of fungi. So even though you can check in some fruits also. So there also we can able to observe on the surface of the fruit, even though rotten rotten vegetables on the surface also we can find very easily these fungi. So some examples of the fungi means like best examples like yeast, especially it will be present in a particular bread. It will be the bread. So preparation of the bread by using this yeast, it is nothing but one of the single cellular fungi. So even though some Collectrotrichum falcatum means Collectrotrichatum, Alternaria, so Trichoderma, so next to some Penicillium, these are the best examples of this particular fungi. Just you have to remember. So in that fungi, they are categorized into a different groups. That is, they are categorized into a different groups. There are different classes like the first one is to be Phycomycetes. Phycomycetes. The second one is to be Ascomycetes. Okay. The third one is to be Basidiomycetes. Basidiomycetes. Okay. Next, the fourth one is to be Deuteromycetes. Okay. So these are all the four classes, especially in fungi. In five kingdom of classification, fungi is one of the kingdom in which the eukaryotic organism include microorganisms. The best examples, the different types of fungi are there. The class one, there are four different classes. They made it a four different classes based on the character. So next to first one is a Phycomycetes, second one is Ascomycetes, third one is a Basidiomycetes, and the fourth one is a Deuteromycetes. So here the question is to be the usually Alternaria and Collectrotrichum and Trichoderma is the best examples for this particular tricho or Deuteromycetes. Okay, so especially while we are going to see the examples in Deuteromycetes, uh, they are nothing but Alternaria and also Collectrotrichum and Deuteromycetes. First, we shall come to know about, before we are going to go about the Deuteromycetes. Okay, so Deuteromycetes. First, we will come to know about the Deuteromycetes. So what do you mean by the deuteromycetes? The deuteromycetes is also known as imperfect fungi. Imperfect fungi. It is also known as imperfect fungi. The imperfect fungi, because of the sexual reproductive stage, especially in sexual reproduction. So it will not complete means that the stage is either absent or reported, either absent or reported. So in order to that, they are nothing but imperfect fungi. The deuteromycetes is also known as imperfect fungi. Just you have to remember, this is very most important one. So now I would like to discuss, especially in the this imperfect fungi, especially the reproduction is absent or reported in that particular organism. That is a best example is Alternaria. It is a one of the example. Next, Colectotrichum. So next one is Trichoderma. These are the best examples of deuteromycetes. Here, but the question is asked here: which of the following is are examples of deuteromycetes? Alternaria, Colectotrichum. Next to Trichoderma. These are all the examples of deuteromycetes. So in order to that, option B is the correct option for this question. I hope you all understood very clearly this question. Now I would like to move another question. So this is a second question, right? Which of the group of fungi is commonly known as imperfect fungi? As I told you in a previous question already, here the deuteromycetes is imperfect fungi, as we already discussed. So I think all of you know that. So I won't discuss once again. Okay. So as we are already discussed, imperfect fungi, that is nothing but a deuteromycetes. Why it is a imperfect fungi? Because of the sexual stage, due to absence of perfect sexual stage, due to absence of perfect sexual stage. So in order to that, simply we are going to call that is deuteromycetes. So the which group of fungi is commonly known as imperfect fungi? That is deuteromycetes is a correct option because of the absence of perfect sexual stage. So this is a correct option, not basidiomycetes, phycomycetes, and also ascomycetes. Okay, this is a correct option for this question. Okay, so now I would like to move on another question. Question, right? So here the question is to be bladderwort, Venus flytrap are examples of option A insectivorous plant, option B parasitic plant, option C N2 rich plant, option D aquatic plants. So here the bladderwort and Venus trap plant, Venus trap. plant partially autotrophic. Okay, they are nothing but a so solution you can see here. So they are partially autotrophic organisms. Partially autotrophic organisms. What do you mean by the organisms? Autotrophic organisms. Auto means auto means self. Tropism means synthesize or synthesize synthesize or produce selfly. Produce selfly. So that's what we are going to call it as. That's what we are going to call it as autotrophic in nature. Autotrophic. Partially autotrophic means sometimes it may produce, sometimes produce, sometimes may not produce. May not produce means alternatively we are going to call it as discontinuously. Discontinuously it can produce their own food. It can produce their own food. So that we are going to call it as partially autotrophic in organisms. The bladderwort and Venus flytrap is partially autotrophic organism because of they trap the insects obtaining the nitrogen called insectivorous plants. Okay, they will trap the plants, they will trap the insects because of these bladderwort and also and a Venus flytrap. It is a wonderful, beautiful plant that will be having one structure. Whenever the enter that insect, initially it will look like a comb or clip, hair clip. It will look like a clip. So like uh, opposite folded opposite folders will be there on the surface. So whenever it will be enter, so it will be attached on this particular whenever it will be entered, it will be secret some kind of engines and also it will be trapped easily and also it will close the lid. So that is a wonderful picture plant. This is a bladderwort and also Venus fly. So if you are if you get some time, please watch that video of bladderwort and also Venus flytrap. It is an amazing so it is a wonderful plant. You can see that. So it is a one of the insectivorous plant and not a parasitic plant. So it is an insectivorous plant. So because of it will kill the insects, insectivorous plant. So in order to that, 13 option is A is a 13th option. So even the picture plant is also one of the best example. We can say that. So not parasitic, okay, insectivorous, not N2 rich plant, and also aquatic plant is also wrong. Okay. So this is insectivorous. Then what is the difference uh, between these bladderwort and also Venus fly? Both are plants, so they will trap the insects. Especially the insects will trap by using certain structures, specialized structures. So in order to that, we are going to call it as an insectivorous plants. So now I would like to move on another question. So here you can see that. Okay. So 14th, sorry. Okay, 13th question is completed, right? The 14th question. Now I'd like to move on the 14th question. So see here, the subunit of capsid is called. So as we all know that subunit of capsids. So why I am telling the subunits of capsids? Because of the capsids, when we are going to learn about the capsids, so we will come to know the definition of that capsid. So what do you mean by the capsid? So that capsid is called option A is core, next in nucleotide, amino acids, and also capsomeres. So the capsomer is nothing but a capsomer. Now I would like to write here capsomer. What do you mean by the capsomer? So the capsomer is nothing but a protein coat card. The protein coat, the protein called capsomer, right? So the capsids made of a smaller units. These capsids, okay, these capsids are capsomers usually. So sorry, the capsomers. So these capsomers is nothing but the protein code. We are going to call it as capsomers. A smaller subunit capsomers we are going to call it as smaller subunit, smaller subunit is called capsomers. Capsomers. So capsids are smaller subunits is called capsomers. The protected the nucleic acid, it will protect protect nucleic acid, right? So here whenever we are going to see the TMV, so most of you are having some idea regarding that particular TMV. So what do you mean by the TMV? We can see here, for example, now I would like to give the TMV. So TMV is nothing but a tobacco mosaic TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. So in that tobacco mosaic virus, so usually that will be look like this, a bunch of banana. I think all of you know that. So it will be like this. Okay. So the bunch of banana, it will be look like a banana. Some of you all know that. It will be look like this. Okay. So these we are going to call it as a capsid. Capsid. So these we are going to call it as the structure. We are going to call it as RNA. So this will be like this. It will be present. So this is nothing but RNA as a genetic material in virus. So this is very most important. You have to remember very carefully. So here the correct option is to be a capsomeres, not nucleotide. Nucleotide is not present. The core is not present. Amino acid is not present, especially in capsid. The capsids, the unit of capsids, we are going to call it as capsomers. Just you have to remember. Okay. The capsids is nothing but a capsomers here are nothing but a. So the unit of capsids, unit of a small unit. The capsomers are made up of smaller units of capsids. We are going to call it as a capsomers. Just you have to remember capsomers. So the smaller units, um, capsomers. We are going to call it as capsid. Just you have to remember. So in order to that, so this is the correct answer for this question. Now I would like to move on another question. 15th Which of the following is not a viral disease? Which of the following is not a viral disease? So first virus, we will come to know virus. So first we should see about the virus. The AIDS and mumps is nothing but a AIDS disease. Next AIDS and mumps, smallpox and herpes they have given. So smallpox and herpes they have given. That is the 15th question. 15th question in that smallpox and herpes they have given. That is also one of the viral disease, is smallpox. Next to 15th C. So influenza. The influenza is also one of the viral disease. So these all three are the viral diseases except this cholera. The cholera is nothing but one of the bacterial disease. Bacterial disease. It is one of the bacterial disease. You have to remember. So in order to that, the cholera is a correct option because of they ask here which is not a bacterial disease. What they ask here, the bacterial disease which is not a bacterial disease, that is nothing but a cholera. Why the bacteria? So what are the symptoms especially in that bacterial disease of cholera? So that we shall see here. So whenever the cholera, it is one of the bacterial disease. The bacteria includes especially in Monera. So as we all know that the bacteria will be included in Monera, right? So kingdom Monera, so bacteria will be included. So first we will come to know few information regarding the cholera bacteria. So that is we shall see here. So now I would like to tell about the bacteria. So what do you mean by the bacteria? We shall discuss about that particular one. So the bacteria is nothing but one of the prokaryotic organism which does not having any kind of true nuclear membrane. So as we are all discussed in previous sessions, right? So the bacteria will be consisting of different types, especially in that one is Archibacteria. Archibacteria. So another one we are going to call it as Eubacteria. Archibacteria and Eubacteria. So in that Eubacteria, autotrophic bacteria and also heterotrophic bacteria. So here methanogens. So here we can say they are nothing but anaerobic bacteria. So here some other bacteria are there. Okay. So you can see here the cholera is nothing but one of the bacterial disease. Here they are not asked which is not a viral disease. So most of three are the viral diseases except cholera. The cholera is nothing but a bacterial disease. The cholera is a bacterial disease caused by a pathogen Vibrio cholera. The scientific name of the cholera, the choleral microorganism, bacterial organism, that is nothing but a Vibrio cholera. Vibrio cholera is nothing but a scientific name of the organism, scientific name of the bacteria. So this is Vibrio cholera. So now I would like to move on another question. So here you can see next to symbiotic association between fungi and algae is called, as we all know that. So the definition for lichen, right? Definition for lichen. Here they have given four options: lichen, mycorrhiza, and also rhizome, and also endomycorrhiza. So here you can see the this question, the symbiotic association, that is option A is the correct option for this question. So why the option A is the correct option for this question? Because of the solution of this question, you can see. So here the symbiotic, sim means union or fused or means united, or simply we are going to call it as united or unitedly together, or we are going to call it as together. Okay. Symbiotic means living organisms. So here you can say, here we can see that symbiotic means mutually benefited two different organisms is called symbiotic association. The association between two different organisms, that is nothing but a symbiotic association. So for now I would like to take one best example for this symbiotic association. Okay, how? So the mutually benefited two different organisms, right? Two different organisms. Simply I am giving a common example in our daily life. For example, one farmer, okay, he is having some agriculture land. So he need to cultivate their land by the labor, right? Labors. Okay. Whenever these labors are associated in between or mutually benefited, the farmer will need to complete their work within the time with the labor. Labor will require the wages, right? So he will require wages, means because of he need some amount, he is financially need. So he require work. So he need work, especially in their field. So these farmer and also labor also mutually benefited here. Okay. So farmer will need to complete their work, especially in their field, right? Labor will require wages for the sake of their survival or food. Okay. So here the mutually benefited, these two members are mutually benefited in the same manner. Even the organisms are mutually benefited. Like for example, lichen. The lichen is nothing but a, so what they have told here. So lichen, the symbiotic association of this particular one. So the association of algae and fungi. Association of algae and fungi is called, algae and fungi is called lichens. Simply we are going to call it as lichens. So here the algal body we are going to call it as pycobient. Phycobiont. Okay, Phycobiont. Next, fungal body we are going to call it as mycobiont. Mycobiont. Okay, Phycobiont, mycobiont. Okay, so this algal body we are going to call it as phycobiont. Fungal body we are going to call it as mycobiont. So these are the two technical terms. For example, if you are going to consider here the farmer, so here we are going to consider labor. So the phycobiont is nothing but algae, mycobiont is nothing but algae. These two things are mutually benefited. In the same manner here, these two members are mutually benefited. Like one more example I wanted to give here. For example, algae, instead of algae, here the mother in our family. So I would like to take small example. So instead of fungi, father. Okay. So here these are the two different members. Mother will help to father. Okay, cooking. Okay, complete cooking section will take the mother work is to be cook everything. Okay, the father is to be get everything. Okay, so whatever the earnings will be there, so they wanted to contribute the mother. Okay, so it is not dominating the anyone here. Just I was taken simply example, don't take it as a serious anyone. Okay, so mother will provide everything whatever the so father will require. They are unable to cook and also they are unable to take care himself, so in order to that mother will give everything. So father will bring the whatever the things she require, so everything will be provided. So means here the mutually they are benefited. So mutually they will become benefited. It is also one of the best example for symbiotic association in human beings also. Okay, so this I would like to, I wanted to say here the mycorrhiza is also one of the symbiotic association. So but fungi and algae is not available here. Fungi and also some other plants. Okay, so next rhizome, the rhizome is also entirely different because it is not a association here, it will not take any kind of association. So next the endomycorrhiza, it is also association will take place, but not in between the algae and fungi, not in between the algae and fungi. So only the lichen is the correct option for this question. I would like to move on another question. So you can see the another question. Okay, see, the genetic material of the virus includes only RNA, only DNA, RNA and DNA both. So RNA and DNA, that is nucleic acid in a virus. Okay, so you can see the 17th question. The virus is a you may know that. So now I'd like to give the definition for this virus. What do you mean by the virus? We shall see here. Now I would like to give the definition for virus. What do you mean by the virus? So virus is nothing but a virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent. Submicroscopic infectious agent. It will infect the organisms and that replicate only inside the living cell. And replicate only inside the living cell, not outside the body. Just you have to remember. So it is derived from a Latin word, the virus, which is derived from the Latin word. So the Latin, especially that word virus is nothing but a poisonous liquid. Poisonous liquid. I would like to say. So here The virus are the obligate intracellular parasite which can produce only by invading the taking over the cells as they lack the cellular machinery. For the self reproduction, the virus have either DNA or RNA as a genetic material. The viruses having RNA as a genetic material are the known as retroviruses. So here the genetic material in virus that will include DNA or RNA. So that is a correct option for this question. So that is nothing but a DNA or RNA is a correct option for this option for this question. Okay, this is a wrong one. This is a wrong option. Okay, the RNA and DNA are the that is a nucleic acid in a viruses. Okay, RNA or DNA, either it may be RNA or either it may be DNA. Not both RNA or both RNA DNA is not. Okay, it will not present at the simultaneously in both in any one of the organism. Both RNA DNA will not present. Either it may be DNA or RNA that they are telling they are the genetic material, especially in viruses. In most of the viruses which will be having a RNA as a genetic material, just you have to remember. So now I would like to move on another question. Okay, you can see that dikaryon. What do you mean by the dikaryon? Di means two, karyon means nuclei. Just I would like to say here, dikaryon, the formation is a characteristic feature of ascomycetes and basidiomycetes, phycomycetes and basidiomycetes, ascomycetes and phycomycetes. Finally, D is having a phycomycetes and also zygomycetes. Now we can see that option for this question. So they have given 4 options here. In fungi, ascomycetes and also basidiomycetes. In fungi, ascomycetes and fungomycetes, both dikaryon. First we shall come to know about the dikaryon. So what do you mean by the di? Okay, di means two, not dye. Di means color. Okay, di means two. Karyon means nucleus, right? Just you have to remember. This is very most important. Dikaryon formation is a characteristic feature of both ascomycetes and also basidiomycetes. This is nothing but a characteristic of an fungi, especially in basidiomycetes as well as ascomycetes. Not in case of phycomycetes, not in case of this phycomycetes, and also phycomycetes and zygomycetes will not take any kind of formation of dikaryon. What do you mean by the dikaryon? The karyon is delaying occurs just before the meiosis. Means before the meiosis, the stage is inverting between the plasmogamy. The plasmogamy or the nuclei dikaryon means n into n. So for example, dikaryon means, for example, 2 nuclei they are telling, right? Okay, n plus n is equals to, that is 2n. That is nothing but a dikaryotic in condition. Just you have to remember the dikaryon, the phase is known as a dikaryotic phase. So this 2 conditioned phase we are going to call it as a dikaryotic phase. Dikaryotic phase. What do you mean by the dikaryotic phase? They may ask. So dikaryotic phase is nothing but a 2 karyotic condition, especially in ascomycetes and also basidiomycetes. 2 nuclear condition. For example, this is a haploid, this is a haploid. So it will become a diploid condition. That is nothing but a dikaryotic phase. That you have to remember. Okay, this is nothing but a option A is a correct option for this question. This is a wrong option. This is a wrong option. This is a wrong option. So now I would like to move on another question that is nothing but a see, the clamp connection is found. So clamp connection. So in many members of basidiomycetes, the cell division the many members of basidiomycetes, a cell division of accompanied by clamp connection. So it is nothing but a cell division. So I think all of you know that basidiomycetes is one of the class, especially in that fungi. So here solution, you can see that the solutions, there are four options they are given: basidiomycetes, ascomycetes, and also saccharomycetes, haplomycetes. The clamp connection, especially, it is nothing but a found in we can see in case of a fungi. So the clamp connection is nothing but a clamp connection. First we shall know about the clamp connection. The clamp connection is nothing but a the cell division accompanied, the cell division, especially in fungi, cell division accompanied by clamp connection. So during the clamp connection is nothing but, especially during the time of cell division, the clamp connection will take place, especially in case of basidiomycetes. These are the bridge hook-like connections. Okay, so they are nothing but a bridge hook-like connection. Bridge hook-like connections are there. Hook-like connections. So that is nothing but a clamp connections, especially in function of bypass through hyphae through the nuclei migrate the may all of the mycelial dikaryotic. So this is nothing but a basidiomycetes. That will be happened especially in basidiomycetes, not in case of ascomycetes, not in case of saccharomycetes, not in case of haplomycetes. This is the correct option for this question. Now I would like to move on another question, that is 20th question. What do you mean by the plasmogamy? This is very most important, especially. The plasmogamy is nothing but the fusion of what? The plasmogamy is a fusion of, option A, two haploid cells including their nuclei, two haploid cells without nuclear fusion, the sperm and egg, sperm and two polar nuclei. So here, the plasmogamy is nothing but a first stage of sexual reproduction. First stage of sexual reproduction in fungi. So it is a first sexual reproduction, especially in fungi. So sexual reproduction in which the cytoplasm of two cells, in which fungi, in which cytoplasm of two cells, fuse with each other, So whenever they will be fused with each other, the two haploid cells indicating their nuclei. So that is here. The second one is haploid cells without nuclear fusion. So without any nuclear fusion, the plasmogamy is nothing but it is not related to the fusion. The fusion of two plasma. Okay, for example, so this cell will be having some amount of plasma member, plasma. That is cytoplasm. Whatever the things which are present, especially in the cell, plasmogamy means plasma which is present in a cell. So in this cell is also having some plasma. Whenever these two things will be fused, that is nothing but plasmogamy. The fusion of plasma, that is nothing but a plasmogamy. Gamy means the gametes. So for example, here the plasma is nothing but a gametes. Okay, so they will be acts as a gamete. So the gametes is nothing but a sex. The sex is nothing but a reproduction, means that is nothing but a gamete. Just you have to remember. So this is nothing but a this particular one.
plasmogamy, the fusion of two different plasma, that we are going to call it as plasmogamy, the fusion of two haploid cells without nuclear fusion, haploid cells. Okay, for example, you can see here, this is a one cell, this is another cell, this is a n, this is having a n number of chromosomes, this is a n number of chromosomes. It is nothing but a haploid. Without a nuclear fusion, there is no fusion of this between the two different nuclei. So only the plasma will be uh, fused. So whenever these two nucleus are does not fuse, at the time dinucleated in condition, dinucleated in condition means there is no fusion here. So two different nuclei, the remaining thing will be same, especially that will be mixed with the another cell. This is nothing but a plasmodium. So uh, we shall see the next thing. Okay. So with this, the questions will be ended here. So thank you, my dear students, for the watching this video. So if you have any doubts regarding this session, please comment me. So I will reply as soon as possible. So thank you once again. Thank you very much. Okay. So with this, I want to end this session. Thank you.